Hello and welcome to Birb's Nest, a podcast where we grab a drink, sit down, and talk just about anything. I am your host, Noah, or Hexagon Cube, and today I am hosting this podcast alone, again. Well, because there aren't really any new guests that I have seeked out at all, and I kinda just wanted to do this podcast episode alone, again, right? So, without further ado, let's just get right into the topics that I've prepared for today. I wanted to talk about some things. So, how has my life been? Well, as you can see, I haven't really posted anything much online. That includes my writing, the podcast, even my reviews. They haven't even updated since April. And the only thing that I've worked on ever since my last podcast episode was YouTube, my YouTube channel basically. I decided that I really wanted to do some videos, which is why I just concentrated on my YouTube without concentrating on my writing at all. So basically, I've made a lot of Uma Musume videos, as you know. Uma Musume the game, if you've heard. I think everyone has heard it. It's just a horse racing game, right? But there's more than it to that. But Uma Musume is a pretty fun game, I guess. It's not too bad of a game. It got me kind of hooked though. That's why I decided to make a lot of videos on it. I made gameplay videos. I even made a epithet video that kind of blew up, but I'll talk about that later in detail. But for now, it's more or less I just created videos and stuff. I haven't touched on my writing, but I have been, doing a bit of writing here and there. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. But for the rest of it was just, school life. I've been busy with schoolwork too, and all the tests coming up and stuff. I don't really have the time to do a lot of stuff compared to last time when I was able to push out 2 full fics in a year, which is absolutely crazy. I can't even and now I can't even push a full fic out in a year. For Soldier Game, I had to push that out in 3 years to finish it, which is crazy, right? So, life just has been very busy these days with school and stuff, and some personal issues here and there. But we don't talk about that, right? It's just personal issues, and I feel that it will get over by quickly, I guess. Life still goes on, right? Even though I like to mope around and think about the negatives of it, life still goes on, and I can't really just sit down and just be depressed about it. So I'm working my way to be a bit happier at least. So that's a good thing, right? And yeah, I think that's kind of my general life. So about writing, right? Why am I not concentrating on writing as much as I used to? Which is something that I've also asked myself quite a lot of times, but I think I found the answer to it. It's very hard to write. I think I've talked about this in a podcast episode before, but it's just you need to have the motivation to really sit down and write all the words out. That's me. That's basically me, because I don't really have the time, nor do I have the motivation to write down the English words. I definitely have the ideas, don't get me wrong. I still love thinking of story ideas and stuff. It's just that the writing part is it's very tedious, right? You have to describe every single scene in very vivid detail, so it sounds better, it looks better, and of course people will be able to understand it, or readers will be able to understand it. But these days writing isn't just the kind of thing that I really have the time for, especially when I have a lot of schoolwork, because I'm in university now. So, and I'm in my second year, so of course more things are gonna come in and more work is gonna pile on. And I wish I had the time to write too. I really want to, because after all, writing is my passion and I love writing. It's something that would never go away from me. That is the good part about this hobby, is because I really, really love writing a lot, and I love story writing a lot, narrative writing, that even if I would not like I would not ever touch it like ever, like for a long time. I would definitely like still love it, and when I come back to it, I will still have like, you know, the motivation to write. I mean, how do I really like explain this? It's more like, even if like I don't have the time to do writing, I will never like forgo my skills of writing, or I will never like think one day that, oh, writing, I'm never gonna do it ever again, because I will definitely like return to it eventually, for sure. It's like I will never kick this like hobby away and forget about it at all. Like I will definitely remember it for life, and this is something that I will definitely do for the rest of my life, because I mean right now that's what I think. And I mean it proves me right so far. Like I haven't been writing in like 4 or 5 months, and then I recently went back to writing, and I still realized that, wow, damn, like I actually could write. I mean, I'm not bragging here, but it's just like, you know, it's like I never gave up on writing. That's the main point I wanted to bring across. It's like, you know, no matter how tedious or how like difficult it is to write, I think I would definitely still love to write. And when I write, I feel like kind of happy that I get to write, because, you know, seeing the fruit of my labor after like finishing a chapter or something really gives me like the satisfaction feels, you know. And I'm glad that feeling hasn't like changed at all these past 20 plus years that I have ever lived. I'm glad that it hasn't changed at all. So yeah, I think that writing will never like leave my soul. It will always be a part of me that I'll never be able to erase. But I'm glad that it can't be erased, because I really love writing. And I think if I could get a job in like story writing and stuff, you know, it'd be good, you know. Alright. Of course I went back to writing, but it's a topic for later on, because it's gonna be related to the next topic that I'm gonna talk about, which is games. Yay! So I have 3 games that I play currently, although not to an extensive degree. Now let me explain. The 3 games are Uma Musume, Honkai Star Rail, and Bandori. So you might like be asking me like, you know, I have like 3 games. How do I like juggle within these 3 games? I kinda don't. No, I don't play a lot of these also. So here's the reason why, right? For Honkai Star Rail, this game loves to fuck me over in gacha. Like it really does. And you know, like, you know, light cone banners, right? For those of you who play Star Rail, you know light cone banners are 75-25, right? So for the first like 5-star that you roll, for the first 5-star light cone that you roll, there is a 75% chance you will get the event light cone, and 25% chance that you won't get the light cone. Like you won't get the event light cone, you will get a 5-star light cone. It's just not the event one. And this light cone banner has fucked me over for more than once consecutively. I mean, I don't mind if it's like from time to time I lose. I'm fine with that. But, you know, I lost like a lot of light cone banners. A lot. Like when I say a lot, I mean a lot. So, Lingsha banner, I lost. Fugui banner, I lost. Let me think about the others. The recent one, Saber, I lost. Yeah. I mean, you know, for a 75-25, you know, you thought you get it like 75% of the time. No, you don't. I wrote like 6 banners, which is let's like the recent ones are like Lingsha, Fugui, Herta, Castoris, Saber, and Seridra. These six. These 6 characters light codes, I only won 3 of them. And you would expect like 75% means I would actually win like at least 4 or like 5. Because, you know, I played with my friends, and my friends all got a light cone within like the first 75-25. They don't even need to like spark for the thing. They don't have to go through the full 180 pools. I mean 160 for light cone. And I lose like not consecutively like a lot, but it's like a constant thing, and it's also consecutive because I lost Lingsha and Fugui back to back, right? So it kind of is annoying, honestly. It really is, and it's just. And yeah, I know when I say 3 out of 6, like I lost 3 out of the 6 light cones. I know I sound a little bit like petty. It's like, oh, 3 out of 6, yeah, at least like, it's still good. But I know this is not a 50-50, this is a 75-25, and I expect to be winning like light cones all the time. Like my Acheron light cone, although I got the Acheron light cone in the same 10 pool as the one that I filled for 75-25, it's still, the fact there is that I still lost the 75-25. And it's just kind of bad, especially when I won the Lycone, like, because for some characters they work really well with the Lycone, like Lingsha, Fugui, like most of these characters work well with their signature Lycone. That's why they have a signature Lycone, right? And that's why I roll for them. And sometimes they just didn't want to appear, and it's just like I had to spend more money to get them. Yeah, and it's really annoying. And the power creep. Star Rail has this horrible problem of power creep. I know a lot of content creators from like the Star Rail community has been talking about it, and it really has been bad. Like it really is bad. Like whatever they say, it's probably a bit watered down. It's really bad. Like the power creep, you really need to have like the strongest characters ever. Now, for me, it's a bit ironic because I only roll for characters that I want and I feel that are good, right? Like my theory in game is that I only roll for the people that I want to roll for, not for the meta. So let's take the recent MOC as an example. That the boss is really ridiculously hard, like the Liger's boss, the second phase boss. Basically the second team boss was a pain in the ass, was a real pain in the ass. Like he deals high damage, he is tanky as shit, and like 11 million health. My brother, what the hell, man? Like, come on. That is every update for like their content, they are putting the bosses in like higher healths, so it's harder to kill them, and you need all those like strong characters. Like right now, I know the meta is Phynon, Anexia, Aventurine, and they're all good in this like MOC and maybe other like hard content. But I never roll for these 3 because I don't feel like I want to roll for these 3. So I didn't roll for them because they are not my favorites anyways too, right? But it seems like even if you really try to use the best of your characters, it still wouldn't work. Like like I said earlier, I have the light cones for like a lot of characters. I think like all the characters that I own, basically all the 5-star characters that I've owned, I think like 80% of them have their signature light cones. And of course, I've been using them, right? So my team was the first team was Firefly, and the second team was Castery, Cypher, Acheron, and Fuxian. So in all of these like teams, I have their light cones, all of them. Yeah, and I forgot to mention Cypher earlier for the 75-25 light cone, because I got her light cone also at like the first pool. But still, I mean, whatever. We move on from that already. So it's just like the power creep. I think the power creep is very bad. Like I've tried a lot of combinations of teams. Like I've tried the Herta team, the one with because I put for Seridra, right? Seridra can also boost Herta's like enhanced skill. So I did try that. Seridra, Herta, The 5-star Herta, by the way, not the 4-star Herta. 5-star Herta. Jade and who's the last one? Like Lingsha or Fushen. Like I did swap, you know. I did try to swap and like try to do it, but it really is like damn hard because the Liger's guy is so tanky, and you know, I hate that shit. I really hate that shit. And I also tried like the Castoris team with Lingsha, like the Castoris Cypher Acheron Lingsha. It didn't work too because the healing couldn't come in time, right? And then that guy's attack is like so strong. It's like horribly strong, and you know, it's such a shit power, man. It's like I've seen people clear it in like 0 cycles in like Amnesia, Phynon, and Aventurine. Like they have these characters and they clear it like with ease. Bro, that Phynon just one-shotted that Ligus. Bro, like, you know, I've seen this one video where this Phynon, like his last, like his sword that goes through the ground and then he hits Ligus. Boom! The whole HP health bar gone. It's just the poof. Bro, damn, that's like crazy, right? But that's how you know it's power creep. And the fact that older characters have been really bad. You know, Firefly team isn't really good anymore like it used to be. Like, I know Pure Fiction, the recent Pure Fiction that came out, you couldn't use Firefly team because it's useless. Like, Firefly team these days, the break effect team is pretty bad already. Last time it used to be the shit. Last time it used to be like everything, you know. It used to clear content so easily. But right now it can't even clear an inch of my, like, the battles at all. Especially during like story mode too, because story mode quests gets really a bit hard too. Of course, they're not meant to be like super hard, like to the fact that you will die. But you know, it takes a longer time for break effect teams to kill an opponent compared to like when you use like a Herta team, let's say. And from here you can see it's already a power creep because look, Firefly came out earlier than Herta, right? So, and then like Amnesia came out later than Herta, and then Phynon came out later than all 3 of them. So it's like, you know, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Like the characters just keep going up and up and up. Like, if you don't pull for this strong character now, you know, you're fucked. You know, you're gonna be fucked for future content, something like that. You know, and that's what I'm not really liking about this game anymore. It is the fact that it really just keeps pushing on the powerful characters. Like banner after banner after banner, they just keep bringing like more powerful characters, then making the previous few characters that I pull for like useless at all. Like Firefly, like I know I use Firefly team for this MOC, but it's because it's relevant. There is a fire, like there's a fire element weakness. So of course Firefly does give fire weakness element, but it's just like, you know, Firefly one person is not enough to break like everyone, right? There has to be teammates to also help the break, right? So the fact that, you know, if it's not a fire weakness, then it's just a bit, you know, yeah. But I mean, I don't really know how to explain this also, but it's just like it's power creep. I think every content creator also knows it. It's power creep. It just is like one character, the recent character is always stronger than the previous characters, and then when the next update comes, the previous character is going to be useless, right? So hold up. Sorry, I just did a real burp there. But anyway, it's like the power creep is slowly getting to me. It really is. Like, and it's going at a very fast rate because, like, you know, I used to be able to clear content within like once or twice, but now I have to try like 10, 20 times. You know, I managed to clear this MOC after like 20 plus tries. And I was so close to losing it. I was so close. Like, I could have got 19 turns and I would have been the dead man, right? So it's like, it really is power creep. And it really is getting to me. And, you know, it's like, I mean, of course, I could just not play the game anymore, right? But, you know, I spent quite some money into this game. And I kind of enjoy the mechanics besides the money thing. It's just like, I do enjoy like the the simple gameplay, the fact that I can auto wait while doing my other stuff, this is fantastic. You can't even do that in Genshin, bro. Genshin. But honestly, these days Star Rail writing has also been a bit lackluster. I would say though the recent story, the 3.5 story, I think it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah. I mean, of course, because Seridra is there, and she's voiced by my favorite seiyuu, Non-chan, or Kanon Takao, full name. But yeah, the story is okay, I guess. The story is not too bad, but I feel that the story has become more like complicated and also a bit weird at times. And don't get me started on the fate, like the fate event. I mean, the fate event story isn't bad, but goddamn, like, you know, 75% of that was just silent. Like, bro, that's one way of saying that you're fucking lazy. And then the other one, when, like, you know, Saber and the Trailblazer were brought back to the Britain to see Saber's like beginnings. Bro, we're brought to freaking the hometown of Finon and Cyrene. Like, bro, how lazy can you get? Can you just create a new background? What the fuck? Do you have to like reuse old background for this? Like, this is like the pinnacle of lazy, bro. Like, Jesus. Bro, that is so goddamn lazy. What? You're using a old background? you just can't create a new one, really? Then don't put Britain in there, man. Come on. Yeah, but that's Star Rail for you, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Star Rail is still a pretty good game, you know. But I played lesser already. I started to like slow down a lot on the game. And the next game we have is Bandori. You know, I have to repeat that 4 times. But anyways, the game got kind of stale for me. I mean, of course, there's like new songs every day. I mean, not every day. Like every update, there will be new songs, and I think that's pretty good. But honestly, it gets stale because I can only complete a few amount of songs with full combo. And for me, I'm the kind of guy of a completionist. You know, I like to show off achievements that people can't, like normal people, like, not say normal people, like most people can't do, right? Like FC this, FC that, you know, full combo, like this song, that song, like the EX or the special. Like the Monogatari SP and the Ringing Bloom Expert FCs are the most proudest things from the game ever. And, you know, but there's always these certain few songs that I can't complete no matter how much I try. That includes like Q Kiss by Ave Mujica. That song is hard. I don't know if people can really clear it. I mean, people did clear it, I'm sure of it. People did like FC that, but I can't FC it. So it's a bummer. And I tried it for quite a lot, and I couldn't do it, right? And then there's another song called Oneness from Rosalia, which I can't do also, which is like a 27. That's a 27, you know. That's like hard as shit. And then this game, when they introduce like songs, like original songs, by the way, let me drink water first, hold up. When they introduce like original songs, they keep introducing songs that are like fucking like impossible to complete, especially with my thumbs, right? Because I'm a thumb player and I can't do like finger tapping, like my index finger. I'm not used to it. I play better with my thumbs. So let's take for example the Wing Beat song by Morphonica that was released a few events ago. And that is a 28. But that 28 felt like a 31 or something, man, because that shit is hard. Like, come on. Like, they keep introducing harder songs like 27, 28, and some of them I could clear. Some of them are just like hard as shit. Like, I really need to sit down and concentrate and have the luck. And Bandori has this like thing where they didn't fix the the tapping issue. So sometimes your tap don't register and then you lose a combo. Like imagine you're about to finish the song and then the game just all of a sudden just lags a bit and then boom, you don't receive the combo and you lose the combo right there and then. And bro, you've been like playing this for so long and then like you're like, let's say 850 combo and the full combo is like 970 something. And then like you tried to tap and then it didn't register as a tap. And then you lose the combo right there and then. Like you wasted like a good 1 minute of there like trying to concentrate and trying to full combo it only for you to lose it at the end. It's like frustrating. It really is frustrating. And that's why I don't really play the Bandori game anymore, because this kind of thing keeps happening to me. And even if it doesn't, the sheer amount of difficulty in these songs are crazy. Are really crazy, man. Like there's more and more songs that I can't complete anymore or can't FC anymore, which is so sad, because you know, for me, I'm like I said earlier, I'm a completionist, right? I really want to like FC as many songs as possible, but these days it really is hard. And yeah, you know, I just got lazy to play it afterwards, like, you know. And the events aren't like my style, I guess. Like I only concentrate on Popipa event these days in the game. So if it's a Popipa event, then you will know that I'm actually playing the game. But other than that, I never touch the game at all, unless the event character is like Arisa or something. So it can be a bit frustrating. I mean, it is quite frustrating to not being able to FC songs or like AP songs. You know, sometimes I get to AP songs and you know, I mean AP is not really a big thing. AP is you really need to have that concentration. So yeah, I mean, of course I do love the AP songs, and I have done like over 100 plus of AP songs. I'm not the best at it, definitely. There's definitely people who like AP like the whole collection of songs already. They're just way too good at this game, and I'm not. Which is why I really feel like, you know, I really don't feel like playing this like game often anymore, honestly. And you know, and one thing I was also turned off by is the constant removal of cover songs. Like you never face this in the JP version. I don't play the JP version, but I know that the JP version doesn't remove anything at all, like anything. But the EN version has been constantly removing songs one by one, right? It started with Alchemy and Little Busters, and then it went on and on and on and on and on. It really went on and on and on. And then recently, they not only took away the Hololive songs, which was something that, you know, I was proud of, because I AP'd the what's that song? The song that has Tokina Sora and Popipa singing it. I forgot that song. It's one of the Yoasobi songs. I forgot the name for it, but I know the song. Tracing a Dream. I AP'd that song, right? And now the AP is gone from my counter, from my profile. Why? Because it's removed. And I also like Tracing a Dream. And I like the 3 Hololive songs, honestly, like the one that's introduced in the game, which is, you know, they're pretty good, right? And then they remove like a lot of other songs that I can't really remember, but I know one of them was Kaikan Kitan, covered by Morphonica. And honestly, that kind of put me down too. I mean, it doesn't really bring a lot of like you know, disadvantages to the game. Like it doesn't cause me any inconvenience at all. It's just I don't like the fact that they keep removing songs. Unravel. They removed Unravel. They removed Kai Kitan and Preserve Roses. I mean, I guess. But they removed Unravel, man. Unravel. That's like one of my favorite songs from Morphonica. Like that's the cover song, right? That's the song for Tokyo Ghoul, I think. That was covered by Morphonica. But I love that Morphonica cover, and they removed it like that, and they keep removing songs here and there, left and right. You know, it's just so demotivating to see these kind of things. And I know it's because of like copyright, like licensing issues. It expires, that's why they didn't want to renew it. And I kind of know that it's because EN don't have a stable player base, right? Compared to JP. JP, everyone's gonna be playing it, right? So that's why the JP, like the development team of the JP, they are confident that, you know, the game will survive. The game will definitely survive. So they definitely will keep renewing the license to put the songs in the game. However, EN, you know, the player base just keeps getting lower and lower and lower. You know, so it's like, I can get why they don't want to renew the license. You know, it's a lot of money. Plus, you know, you're putting a lot of money into a game that's relatively unknown now because not a lot of people are playing it. But still, it's such a demotivating thing, you know. It's such a... I don't like that, man. I really don't like it, man. And yeah, but fun fact, before I move on to Uma, fun fact is that recently they updated the star exchange for the characters, the 4-star characters, and they put an Arisa in there. So when I exchanged for the Arisa, that Arisa was my 60th Arisa. Yay! So I own 60 Arisa cards in the account, which is fantastic because I'm an Arisa sim, by the way. So Arisa, I have 60 of them. I think the only cards that I'm missing were there was one EN exclusive that I didn't like get into the game in time. The collab with Ryogan, which I also didn't get into the game in time. So those two I couldn't really get anymore. And then the first birthday card, which I also didn't get. And I think there's one more 4-star that I didn't get, but I cannot remember what 4-star I didn't get. I think I didn't get one more Arisa card, that's for sure. But yeah, I think I'm missing like 3 or 4 Arisa cards to my full Arisa collection, and I know I will never get my full Arisa collection ever, because even if I get the birthday card and the other card that I might be missing off, there's still 2 cards that I cannot get, and they will never come back at all. So, you know, I will never have the full Arisa collection. That makes me a bit sad. So yeah, that's also one of the small reasons why I didn't really want to play Bandori anymore. It's just a bit like demotivating, you know. Alright, Uma. Okay, so yeah, you know, I've been playing this game a lot ever since its release, and I've been a completionist here and there also, because although I did not end for like the end game content where I get like good ace Umas, that kind of stuff, I do have a few decent ones. But you know, Uma, I think it's a pretty unique game, an interesting game. Like I said in my Uma Musume How I Feel After 2 Months video, the one that I posted a few days ago and only has like 2 views. I mean, it is what it is, right? You know, sometimes, you know, you get a video that's so high, and then you get a video that's like downright abysmal luck, that kind of thing. So it's like, you know, it is what it is, you know. But recently, Uma has also lost my interest a bit, because I felt very demotivated by the recent Gemini Cup. Well, the Champions Meeting, by the way, it's the Champions Meeting. So a lot of people face challenges in Champion Meeting. I did too, and I was pissed at the game. Okay, let's go on through the full context here. My goal ship, which is my Gemini Ace, basically, had the lowest speed out of every single ghost ship in that single final round, right? So there are 3 ghost ships, each from 1 player, right? And I had the lowest speed. But some fucking how, my ghost ship rushed all the way to the 4th position. For no absolute reason, This is the very first time in the Gemini Cup, like even in the qualifying rounds, like round 1 and round 2, my ghost ship has never done this. In fact, my ghost ship was so fucking slow, it was like at the back. So imagine my shock when it came to the, like when it drive to the 4th in like the first few seconds of the race. And now you might think, ghost ship at the 4th, like your Uma's at the 4th, you know, it has a chance to accelerate further in front and get first, right? Yeah, ghost ship's special skill works in different ways. You have to be at the back end of the half, like you have to be the second half to activate the skill. So there's 9 players in the room, right? I mean 9 Umas in the room. You have to be 5th and below. Yeah, 5th and below. You have to be 5th and below to activate the skill. And I'm 4th. So guess what? At like the final turn, my ghost ship went all the way to 9th position. 8th position, sorry. And then the other ghost ship just overtook my ass. And then my Taishin, who's also an ace, couldn't catch up because the ghost ships are already too strong. They have better speeding skills than my ghost ship, for sure. And my Taishin too. If my ghost ship wasn't at 4th place, and it was like at 6th or 5th place, I could have won the thing, you know? And that is why I am so salty. It's not because I lack the skills. Like, you know, my ghost ship are almost the same as the other players' ghost ship. It's just that their speed is higher, but their stamina is lower. And I have like quite high guts, you know? It's just that, you know, the game just wants to fuck me over like that for some fucking reason. I don't understand why too, you know? I'm just so salty. And then my friend is just like, oh, you know, even high stats horses can lose too. It's not about the high stats, you know? It's about the fucking game. Like, the game just shot my ass at the back. It's like, you know, it pushed me all the way to the front for some fucking reason, and I don't understand why. Like, my ghost ship has the lowest speed, and yet it's going faster than the other two. How is this even possible, right? This is when you know that it's not your Uma, it is the fucking game. It's the game that fucks you over, right? And that's why I got so demotivated by playing Uma Musume. Like, I didn't even play, like, actively for Uma Musume. Like, after I posted that video, like, a few hours later, it was the finals for the Gemini Cup. And then it somehow, like, they heard my video praising them, and then they decided that, okay, because this guy is praising them, then we just have to fuck him over. He might just accept it, you know, like that kind of thing. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's never about the like, it's not about the skills of my Uma, man. It's not like I don't have enough skills. It's not like I don't have enough stamina. It's not like I don't have enough guts, or it's not like I don't have enough speed. It's just that this fucking game pushes my ghost ship so much to the front that I can't even do anything about it, man. It's so fucking irritating. It really is irritating. Like, I hate it, man. It's not the stats, it's luck. And I know I stated in the game that Uma Musume is a luck game, and even if you have the best fucking stats possible, if the RNG decides to fuck you up, it will fuck you up, right? And that's what this fucking game exactly did to my ass. It fucked me up in Gemini Cup. Like, I could have gotten first. I could have, but, you know, this fucking game decides that, oh, you know what, this guy's been too much fun, you know? Fuck him. 3rd place. Like, I know getting into the finals is also something that, you know, not a lot of people could do. I get it, but I fucking hate it. I fucking hate the fact that I could have won if the game didn't fuck me over with its RNG. If it really didn't do that at all. Like, I would understand if I have higher speed than the other two ghost ships, or than the Oguri cap that's in the fucking match. But they all have, like, higher speed than me. You know, they have like 1000 and like 1200. My ghost ship is only 970 speed, and yet it speed up all faster than all of them, which is fucking... I don't know how. I really don't know how. That's why you know it's really this game that's fucking you over. There's no fucking way at all. Like, this could ever happen some way or the other. So I really got mad at it. I got mad at the game. I got so mad at the game. Like, now I'm not playing it like for real anymore. I'm just tired of it. Because right now I also can't do anything to complete like the epithets. So about the like the epithets, right, yeah. Like, I've completed most of the epithets that I've gotten the characters for, except for like winning ticket and Haurara, because those two are like pretty much impossible to do. And then I have no new characters either. Like, I don't have like Silent Suzuka. I don't have Mahuzensky. I don't have like Opera O and all the other stuff. So I can't really do anything now, honestly. So that's why Uma is just a game where I'm now just going through the motion of farming fans for my club and then just leave it at that. Yeah, but Sorry, I drank water, so you could hear that. But anyways, like, you know, the shitty ways that these games are all treating me, like Stario, Bandori, Uma, they are all treating me like ass these days, right? They actually motivated me to go back to writing. They motivated me to get out of retirement, or like just not doing any writing, and they made me go back to writing. That's how bad it is. It's the fact that I was motivated to write again because of these shitty games. That it's not the games are not shitty, it's just the way that they treat me is shitty. They motivated me to write again. So I guess that's a really good thing, right? It's a good outcome. It's not a totally bad situation. The thing that came out of it was I get to write again, which is pretty awesome right now. And I think writing right now I'm concentrating on writing, so that's pretty good, right? I think that's pretty good, honestly. And I love it. I really love it. Yeah, and I'm currently writing like Soldier Game sequel, which is Soldier Game Renegade, and the Seikano rewrite for my old Seikano fanfic. So yeah, I was just really entertained like that, and it's the fact that I got back the motivation. It's really crazy, right? But yeah, about the epithet tier list video, I have not. Like, I did not expect to get this much views in like a month. I have never gotten this much views in a month, by the way. My top viewing video is of course, still the same, which is the Love Life All Stars, how to clear Love You My Friends Advance mode without the 2 strongest cards in the game. And that took like years to get to 2k, like 2 years I think. It took 2 years to take 2k. But the fact that my Uma Musume epithet tier list is 1.5k views currently in a month. I posted this a month ago, I think. Yeah, it's about a month ago. The fact that it got 1.5k views is astounding to me. It really is a surprise, but it's a good surprise because I've never expected this video to get like a lot of views. Like, I remember the first few days it wasn't doing very well. Like, I was like, wow, you know, I thought, like, you know, my channel was like usually not very like high viewed kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of normal, you know. I was doing like very small numbers, like 70, 80 in like 3 days. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's a normal video. You know, I'll be happy if it even gets like 100 views by the end of the week. And bro, I was so shocked when like by the end of the week, I think I got like 300. Which is like, wow, holy shit, man. And then like, you know, it just kept going and going like at an exponential rate. It was like crazy. And it did like even better than when I posted the My Go Ave Mujika Y Squads pack opening, the box opening. It did better than that, like miles better than that. Like, it reached 1k I think like 1 week ago. Last week I think. The start of last week I think. And yeah, I didn't expect a lot of people to like really watch it and, you know, give it their time to view it. But I did include timestamps so that people know like, oh, I want to achieve this character epithet, so they will just jump straight to that character. They don't have to watch the whole video, you know, which is pretty good. I don't want people to watch the whole video because honestly, it's 1 hour and 28 minutes. I mean, who's gonna watch the whole video? That's a whole fucking movie, right? So who's gonna watch the video, right? You just have to skip to the parts where you want to achieve, like, let's say I want to achieve like Ghost Ship's epithet. Then I just have to like, I put a timestamp on that. So now people who wants to achieve Ghost Ship's epithet can just skip to that part, right? Which I think makes it easier for everyone to look, and that's why maybe people really like the video, I guess. I mean, 1.5k might not seem a lot to other people, but it is a lot to me because considering I don't have a lot of like 1,000 views and above videos, I only have like 5 before the Uma Musume epithet comes in. Like, I have 5 or 6 of them, and most of them are like Love Life All Stars. They are like a date game that has been posted like years ago. So the fact that I get this Uma Musume one, which is pretty amazing. And then I have people in the comments also telling me like, oh, you know, this is hard, that is hard. Like, winning while achieving by X lengths is also hard. There's this one comment that said that, and I related to that a lot because that was my driving point. That was like, winning while with the X lengths or being the most favorite is a piece of shit. It's like, it's so fucking hard. And you know, I'm glad that people really also said that, you know, like I'm glad that people have the same viewpoint as me, that it is hard to achieve that kind of thing. It's so bad. Like, I mean, it's not bad. It's just hard. It's difficult, but it's possible. It is possible because I have done it. I've shown that it is possible to do it, and I do want to show that Tai Shin's epithet is also possible because I've gotten it, and I haven't made a video about it because I was planning to put it in my second epithet tier list video once I get more Umas, so that I can try out more of their epithets. So far, after that video, I only have like 2 more new ones, which is Smart Falcon and Narita Tai Shin's epithet, because those are the 2 new characters I got, and they are really, really hard. I mean, not they. The Tai Shin one is hard, but the Smart Falcon one was very easy. It was like super easy. I can go more into details. Like I could create shorts just to summarize the thing up, so that, you know, I could create a short to summarize the thing up, but I don't think anyone will watch it, so I would rather save it for the next video. So, you know, but I think the video is a very, like, I put a lot of effort into the video too, by the way, like the epithet tier list video. Like I've done a lot of research on myself also, like how do I get this, how do I get that, you know. Sometimes like they don't really, like the game doesn't really tell you specifically like what to do, or what are the conditions that are like if you don't do this condition will you die. Like they didn't really specify it properly. Like the Monarch one, the Tokai Teo's Monarch, like I didn't know if I could lose races beforehand or that. Like, you know, I had to do a few like experiments here and there because I got the epithet before, but that was by pure luck. And of course, me following like first, like not pure luck, that was like me trying to be like, cause when I got the Teo epithet for the first time was because I really started locking in, and I got first for all my races, and that's where the problem lies, because you don't know if you lose a race like in between like something. Because I remember so like for example Teo's Monarch title, it stated that you have to win there's a few races you have to win. So let's say like, if I lose my junior make debut race, does it still count? You know, that kind of thing. And some of these epithets have this kind of like loopholes, like these small loopholes. Like I don't know whether if you don't like do them, will they still, like we used to get the epithet, you know. I did do a few experiments there, here and there, and then even after I posted the video, I found out that I could be wrong. So it's like, you know, I mean, most of the info in the video are correct for sure, and I would never want to lie to people. Like I would never want to give people the wrong info, because why would I? I'm not a troll. I genuinely want to help people get their favorite Uma's epithet, right? It's, you know, but most of them are correct. Most of them are correct, like majority of it. It's really, really crazy, right? And yeah, I think the epithet tier list is also very fun to make. Honestly, it's fun to put the epithets on which tier. You know, it's fun. It's fun. For the short form here, the Narita Tai Shin is going up all the way to tough to get at the very top, even worse than Bakushin, because her conditions are so horrible, downright bad, that I don't know, man. That I got it by pure luck, man. I got it by pure luck, really. It's like you really have to plan it out, man, and it's so hard. Like Tai Shin one is so hard. And that motherfucker is gonna be like below Mayano Top Gun. Like that's the easiest one to get, because a career makes it compulsory for you to get first, or not, you die. Like you straight away like lose the career, you know. So it's like pretty easy, honestly. And Smart Falcon is an easy person to train because she's a front runner. I mean, how hard can it be? Just put like speed and stamina cuts into it and you're done. You don't even need power, bro. Like to get through the career, you don't even need the power. You just run straight through it, right? You know, not too bad. Okay. All right. Now for the rest of the stuff. There's a few things shutting down here and there, and I'm a bit sad for it. Like there's 2 locations that I want to talk about today that they are shut down, and I'm really sad about it. The first one is the Akihabara Gamers building. I don't know which one, but I remember that it's closing. It closed down already, to be honest. It already closed down, like at the start of August, not start of August, the end of August. Oh, it's Gigo Akihabara first, if I'm not wrong. Let me see what this is. It is the Gigo Akihabara Building 1 that's getting closed down. And it is this big red building you see when you walk into Akihabara. Yeah, its lease expired and they decided that they are going to close it. After going through for 33 years. And I'm sad. I'm really sad because honestly, I've been to Akihabara twice. Like I've been to Japan twice, right? As you know, and I've always went to that building when I go to Akihabara to play like arcade claw machines. You know, although I know claw machines are a scam, you know, sometimes you just gotta have some fun, right? Just gotta have to play some of them, and you know, good memories come from there. Like, you know, go around, see, and then try this claw machine. Like, oh, jeez, I didn't get the thing. Damn. Kuso. But yeah, it really is a sad thing, honestly. And I don't know what that building is gonna be used for afterwards. The lease expired. The building's not gonna go down, but the lease just expired. So the Gigo Akihabara is gonna shut down that building. Just shut down. So that building will be empty now, or probably somebody new will take over, but I don't know who though. But I hope that when I return to Japan, that building would be something new, I guess, or like something interesting at the very least. I hope. But I mean, even if it's not, I'm fine with it because Akihabara usually has a lot of interesting anime stores, and you know, not such a bad thing after all, right? And like, it is sad. It is sad. It really is sad. And you know, I wish nothing but the best for this. I mean, there's nothing for the best, honestly, but it's just like, it is sad. It is pretty sad, you know. Oh my god, I keep burping. Yeah, shit, I just keep burping, man. Holy shit. Skill issue. But anyways, there's something that I was even more sad of, like more than this Gigo Akihabara building. This store closed down when I went to visit it like last week. And this store is called the Collector's Base. If you don't know, this is a Singapore whoa, I broke my voice there. This is a Singapore anime store that sells anime stuff, right? And then they are like for collectors, by collectors. That's their motto, something like that, I remember. And you know, Collector's Base has been a very major part of my anime collection life, or let's say my anime collection arc, because it's like I bought a lot of stuff from this store. You know, this store holds close to my heart because it gives me a lot of really good memories. I remember when, like in 2023, when I wasn't really like when I got into quintessential quintuplets, right? I came back from Japan, and I got into quintessential quintuplets at that point of time, and I was like, yo, is there any place that sells like quintessential Kujis? And then there was this place that I was working nearby, Funan, this shopping mall in Singapore, Funan. I was working nearby there, right? So during my break, I decided, oh, okay, you know what? There's an anime store there. How about I go and see whether, you know, there's something there? Because at that point of time, my only knowledge of anime stores were Latendo and Otaku House. So, like, you know, the moment I heard there was like an anime store that existed, like, and I didn't know about it, I was quite excited because it was my first time gonna be visiting that store, right? And I visited that store, and then I saw the quintessential quintuplets Kuji, the best holiday one, the one where they went for the amusement park ones, the amusement park figures, basically. I think that was the last prize, and then the boss who I call the 老板娘. At that time, it was my first time meeting her, so I didn't really know like a lot of stuff about it. And then she was like, okay, if you get this like prize G, like if you pull the ticket and you get prize G, because there were a few tickets left, like no figures left, of course, like just a few few small prizes of the tickets left. Like she told me like if you pull like a F or a G, right, then you will get the whole set plus the last prize, because you know Kuji is like you have you get the last prize only if you spend on the last ticket. Like if you are the person buying the last ticket, then that last prize will be yours because you bought the last ticket, right? So I think there was like about 10 11 tickets left, about there. No, I think there's about like 5 or 6 tickets left. And then she was like, if you just spend and you get that ticket, like you get the F or the F or G ticket, you get everything in the set plus, like you get everything that's left in the set plus the last prize. And so I did, and that left a very good impression on me, because I mean it's not the stores thing, but it's the luck, right? So that was the start of my Kuji addiction, honestly, for quintessential quintuplets, which is why I have a whole cupboard dedicated to them, right? But that was the start of my quintessential quintuplets Kuji addiction. And then I did put the best holiday like figures in somewhere else nearby Funan too. Like there was a Peninsula shopping center. The basement had an anime store. It used to have a lot of anime stuff before it turned into like a trading card shop. It used to have a lot of anime stuff, and then I put a lot of the stuff from there. I put a lot of like the figures from there. So you know, but there was this one time where I bought Y Squad's boxes from there. So I remember at that point of time there was the quintessential quintuplets movie Y Squad's box, and it's in English, by the way, right? So I bought like a box by a box by a box by a box. So it's like I buy one box, I open everything, and then I didn't see what I want, so I go back and buy another box. So I did that like 4 times. I did that like 3 times, I think. 4 times. I bought 4 boxes, right? So so how do I explain this? Basically, like it was the set just came out, right? And then there were chase cards, obviously. Like in every TCG game, there will be chase cards, right? Definitely. So the chase cards were in this set, obviously the 5 quintuplets, right? I mean, I don't have to call it 5 quintuplets because quintuplets it's already 5. So the quintuplets, each of their card signature were the chase cards, right? So I wanted to get those cards, and the thing just came in new. Like, you know, the 老板娘 just brought in like new sets of these boxes, because a carton has like 20 boxes. And let me tell you the rates of this. So the signatures were the SSRs, right? They were 1 in 20 boxes, so only 1 in the whole carton. And then there's a special rare, I forgot what it was called. I think it was I forgot the rarity of the card, but there was also a special card. Like there were a few special cards. Like there is a special bottle also that cost like a few $100 also. They're also pretty rare, but they come in more than that. Like they come in more quantity than the signature card. The signature card only has 1 in each carton, right? So the 老板娘 just bought in a new carton, and I was like, okay, I wanted to try 1 box, right? So I bought 1 box. I opened it up, got nothing, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'll go back and buy 1 more. And then I go back and buy 1 more. I went to open it up, nothing. Okay, like, you know, Funan, there was like a sitting seat nearby the collector base store, so that's where I sat to open the box. And once I found out that there's also nothing again, I went back to buy the 3rd box, and I got nothing. And at this point I was like, oh my god, I wasted like $300 on this. And I was like, man, I got absolutely nothing on this shit, right? So I was like, okay, the next box is gonna be like last box, because I can't keep doing this, right? I'm not made out of money. I can't really keep doing this. So I went back, buy the fourth box, and then I was like, okay, let's go to other place to open so that I don't have the temptation to go back to the store and open it again. So I opened it at the basement store where I did my quintessential quintuplets Kuji, where I got the 3 figures, the one at Peninsula Shopping Center. So I did my fourth box opening there. And so I was like, okay, you know what, this looks like a very like a bleak pack. It's like a bleak shit. Like, it's not gonna give me anything anymore, right? And then I was like slowly looking through the cards. I saw something like golden and blue. And I was like, holy shit, there's no fucking way. And then I opened, like, I look at what the card was. It was Miku Nakano. The SSR Miku Nakano. The signature card. And I was like, I was just stunned. I was so stunned. I just sat there in silence and I looked at the card and I was like, holy shit. Bro, that was like the third most expensive card in the set, by the way. I'm letting you know that it's about 500 USD. So imagine what I was feeling at that point of time. I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, damn. But and the worst, craziest part is that I got the SSR, which was only one in a whole carton, and the carton contains 20 boxes. And I bought only 4 boxes and I already got the SSR. So that means there was no more signature cards in that carton anymore. So whoever is going there to buy the boxes are not gonna get a signature anymore. Right? They're not. And that is the craziest part. Is like, wow, oh my god, man. Like, holy shit. And then at that point of time I didn't collect cards, so I didn't know what like a top loader and a sleeve was. I was so confused. I just bought a sleeve. And then I was like, what is a top loader, man? And I know 2 people were there, they were laughing at me. They were like, oh my god, this loser doesn't know what's a top loader. Now I know. But last time I didn't know. Last time I wasn't well versed in these cards kind of thing. So I didn't know that. But now that I know, now I know. Now I know what the top loader is. But at that time I only asked for a sleeve. But still, it was crazy. It's crazy that I got the SSR from there. And it came from that store, right? So, you know, as more and more time passes, I also went back to the store to like buy stuff also. And then I got really well known within the store. So like when I come in, the 老板娘 would recognize my face because I come in all the time. And sometimes I don't even go into like I go in, right? When I go in, I usually buy something, even if it's small, because I do want to support the store. When a 老板娘 is there, I would always buy something to support the store because I feel bad if I just were to be standing there talking to her, like wouldn't be making any business. That would be really bad for me. Like, it would be a bad look. So I feel bad and I always decide to like spend on something. And then I've also like spent on Love Life boxes. Like, there was a Love Life card pack that card box that I always buy also. And then I opened it in front of her and then we got like signatures and stuff. And you know, those memories were there. Like, I always go back to her, talk to her and that kind of thing, you know. Like, the 老板娘 was really is really a nice person, really a nice person. So and then there was this other guy called Daniel, who was also at the Funan store at first. And I know this guy also quite well because I've been to the store so many times that fella probably recognized me by my face. And then he shifted to Harbourfront because they opened up a new store at Harbourfront at that point of time. Now I think it was like 2023. They opened up a new store at Harbourfront. I know, 2024, like last year. Last year they opened a new store at Harbourfront. So they were, and then I visited both stores, but I visited Funan more because more convenient for me. And so both of them recognized me. So like, you know, they both were a very fond memory, like a fond part of, like a big part of my memories at Collector Base. So, you know, I really enjoyed talking to them. But I know when I visited the last few times for the Collector Base at Funan, like when I visited the last few times, I didn't see the boss. I didn't see like 老板娘 at all, which was a pretty sad thing. It was like just normal people there. There was no 老板娘 there. Maybe I came at the wrong time and I came at the wrong day where she was not around, but you know, it's kind of sad, you know. And then like there was one day where I decided I really want to go back there and see whether 老板娘 is there, you know. Like the last few times I've been there, 老板娘 isn't there, right? So I just wanted to go there and see whether she's there. And then guess what? She's not she's not there. In fact, the whole store's not there. The store's closed down. I was like, whoa, maintenance? I've never seen that before. And I was like, oh my god, man, the store closed down. I mean, over time, I didn't really buy stuff from there anymore. I didn't really do like the Kuji anymore, because the thing is that the Kuji wasn't good to me at all, because like I didn't see any Kuji that would like really look at me that way and be like, wow, you know, I would buy it. But I wouldn't. I definitely won't, because the things there aren't really the things that I want to buy, right? And then I remember at one point in time, I suggested to the Lao Ban Yang, say that, oh, you know, we should bring in the quintessential Kuji. There was one quintessential Kuji, the party Kuji. We should bring that in. And then she actually listened to me and brought it in. Although it didn't really get a lot of profit, but it was still finished in the end though. It's still finished in the end. So I mean, it's not too bad, but I feel bad because like not a lot of people were buying the Kuji from there. It's because most people were going to either the Plaza Sing one, the Plaza Sing that was a card shop, XLCS, or they either go to like Otaku House, or they go to like other anime stores like Nintendo. They don't go to Collector Base, because Collector Base is also relatively a not that well-known store compared to like these big names. So it's like, you know, it didn't really sell well, and I feel bad for it. Like I did spend the money on the Kuji there on in Collector Base too. And I got an Ichika figure, the third one I've gotten. Wow! Right? Yeah, but those were the fun memories. Like, you know, I was also known for pulling Ichika figures whenever there was a quintessential quintuplets Kuji. And Lao Ban Yang knows it too. So, overall, I know I've been yapping too much, but the memories I've made in Collector Base were second to none. And they were really fond memories in my brain. They were the reason why I really started spending on anime like Kujis and card packs. It's because of them. And they have really good customer service, man. I've also gotten like 2 figures from them, like pre-ordered 2 figures from them. They were really nice, you know. And you know, it really is sad because the store closed down. When the store closed down, my memories also go with them. It's like, you know, it's so sad. Like the memories in that store that I have is really unforgettable. It is, you know, it is such a sad thing. It is the foundation of my anime collection, you know. It's because of them that I decided that I want to own more quintessential quintuplet figures. So it was like the foundation and of my like collection, and it just built up and built up, you know. It makes me have more positive memories. And then now that they closed, for both, by the way, for the Funan and the Harbourfront one, I feel really sad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a bit depressed when I saw the store closed. And then I went to Google and checked and realized that they're not under renovation. They're closed until further notice, which means that they're gone. They're absolutely gone. And that just made me really sad. I mean, to be fair, like honestly, they didn't really sell the stuff that people really wanted. So it really is just like, man, I mean, it kinda is expected. But still, man, when it hits you hard, you know, that kind of thing. Especially at a place where I made a lot of good memories. It really is sad. And, you know, yeah, but I sent them an email stating my thanks and my heartfelt message. And of course, I would also like to state it here that I would want to thank the Collector Base for giving me a lot of good memories throughout my anime collection arc. Without Collector Base, I really wouldn't have went so hard into anime collection. I wouldn't have made good memories there, and I wouldn't have made like good friendships with like Lao Ban Yang and Daniel. And you know, most of all, like, you know, I really want to thank for everything that they have done for the anime community. So thank you, Collector Base. You have been a really big part of my life. And I hope that, you know, if Lao Ban Yang and Daniel are watching this or ever heard this, like they ever come across this video at all, like I hope that, like, you know, they know that I treasure this store, I cherish this store, and I cherish the friendship and interaction I have with you too. You know, it is really a pleasure to be there for this store and, you know, be a good customer. I hope that I am a good customer. You know, I hope that my support for this store is, you know, like the good memories for you too. You know. Yeah. I think I've ranted a bit too much about this, so let's move on to the next topic that we have. It's kind of small though. Discussion of movies and music that I've seen. Honestly, I didn't watch much movies at all, so I couldn't really say what I've watched. You know, yeah, I really think that I didn't watch any movies ever since I came back from Japan, because I don't really have the time to watch like movies and stuff. But I did watch F1. I did watch F1 the movie, by Brad Pitt. I think it was an okay movie. Yeah, it's an okay movie. I don't think it's like fantastic, but I think it's pretty decent though. Yeah, like it really kept me in my seats though. So I think it's a pretty decent movie. I wouldn't say it's like, okay, my rating would be like a 7.5 out of 10. Because I think it's not like fantastic kind of movie, but it's pretty good. And yeah, I think not too bad. As for other movies I've watched, I don't think I've watched any other movies. Oh, but 366 Days is coming back to Singapore. Not coming back. It's coming to Singapore because of the Japanese Film Festival that's being hosted by the Golden Village. This Golden Village is hosting this Japanese Film Festival watch party, if you could call it watch party. I don't know, but it's like where they put movies, the Japanese movies. I'm not really too sure about the thing itself, but I could probably check it out now. But as I was stating that they put this this film festival that is co-organized by the Japan Creative Center, the Singapore Film Society, and the the Japan Foundation. I mean, so they always like bring Japan movies from Japan and put it into Singapore, you know, to promote these kind of things, right? And you know, I didn't know this was a annual thing at all. Like, I didn't know. So I was like a bit surprised. And as I was scrolling through the Golden Village thing, and I was looking what films do I want to watch, I saw 366 Days. And I bought the ticket for it immediately. Like, there is no way that I wouldn't buy the ticket for that, because that is a movie that I said it was pretty decent, right? I gave it like a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10, right? But it is a good movie to watch, honestly. It is a really, really, really good movie to watch. I love the movie 366 Days, and I love the song a lot. Like the I don't know. Wait, what's the song name again? I need to go and check the song. Oh, the song is called Koi Wo Shite by HY. And that song is amazing. It is like music to my ears. Unironically, music to my ears. It is so good. Like, the song is so goddamn good, and it helps with the movie a lot. It really does. And for those of you who are in Singapore, and those of you who have money to watch a movie, it's like $16. It's $16. 366 Days is a really good movie. I recommend to watch, honestly. Like, yeah, watch that. There's other movies too, like Cells at Work, which is also kind of like surprising, because I didn't know Cells at Work was also gonna be like in here. So it's like, wow, it's pretty crazy, right? Yeah, but yeah, if you really have the time to, watch the movie at Golden Village, please do. It is a really good one. It is really, 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 really good. And yeah, that's all the movies that I've seen so far, I guess. Music wise, I've just gotten into an idol group. I'm sure most Japanese fans know this. I'm sure of it. To the foreign people, I don't know whether y'all know this before, but this idol group named Equal Love. Okay, this is a 10-member idol group, if I'm not wrong. 10-member. And afterwards, I was also, at first, like, I didn't get into the group, right? I didn't get, like, so into the group. I only got into this member called Sasaki Maika-chan. Sasaki Maika-san, sorry, I'm being a bit rude and disrespectful here, but Sasaki-san, or what her fans would like to call her, Maika-chan, right? So, at first, I got to know Maika-chan through like Twitter. Twitter has always these kind of things, mutual interest, that kind of thing. And then from Twitter, I tried to research her on like Google and YouTube, and then I kind of like her. I was like, I could support her, kind of, but at that point of time, I was only supporting her, and I didn't support like with money at all. I was just like liking her tweets and stuff. So it's not really like a support. It's just more like a normal fan, a Twitter follower at the most, you could say that, right? But this year I decided, okay, you know what? The group released a song called let me check the song. Kobito Ijo Suki Miman. Right? It was the ending for one of the animes that was released this year also. And I love this song so much. It is in my top 10. Right? Not gonna tell you which position, but it is in my top 10. And I love the song. So I decided, hey, this group sounded very familiar, right? Like, I look at the music video and I saw Maika-chan, and I was like, oh yeah, she belonged in this group, right? She belonged in this idol group. So that's when I started listening to Equal Love. I have my fair shares of idol group, definitely. I've listened to Muse, Aquas, Nijigasaki. I mean, they're not really idols, but they are still idols, And then if you really want to talk about idols, there is Iris. The one with Miyu Kubota in it. I'm also a decent fan of Iris, but I didn't really like spend much on their concerts, anything. I don't spend money on them either, so like I never knew any much. But I started listening to more Equal Love songs, and I realized that their songs are actually pretty banger. Pretty banger. Their music videos are like top-notch quality storytelling. Jesus. I was like, man, this is our idol group, bro. Damn, like the stories are crazy, bro. And so like, yeah, I really love their group, and I love the group, and I love the song. So I decided, you know what? I'll start supporting them. So I bought their membership, and then there was this Link Love app, by their company, for the Equal Love fans too, like for the idols to message them and stuff. I bought that too for Maika-chan only, obviously, because Maika-chan is gonna be the idol that I'll be supporting for her, for the group, right? And just nice, Maika-chan is the center of the song that I like for the top 10 one, basically. So Maika-chan has been somebody that I supported for throughout the years, throughout like from 2023. And then now I get to actually like support with money and stuff. I mean, obviously it's not a big deal and that kind of shit. I'm still supporting her, right? But at least I get to support her in a more legit way compared to like, liking her post in Twitter. I mean, that's a small thing, right? And now I finally get to like feel like how a Japanese fan actually feels like. The only problem here is that I can't go to their meet and greets where they get to sign stuff because I'm not living in Japan. I'm living in Singapore. I can't do anything about that, right? I just can't go to Japan when and whenever I want, and say, I want to go for this meet and greet. I wish I could, but I can't. So, but I still enjoy supporting these people from the back, like from the back lines, And I think it's a really cool idea, and it's not expensive to support them per month also. So I mean, at least they like they didn't charge me like $20 per month, which is something I wouldn't pay for. So like, you know, it's not too bad. I'm trying out the subscription kind of thing. So if one day I really get like not interested in it, I will just cancel it. Oh my god, I burped again. But other than that, I think, yeah, it's nice supporting like people, and I finally get to feel like, what it feels like being a Japanese fan, like supporting people. But I'm not Japanese. Like I get to feel like how a Japanese fan would support their idols. Now I do that too. But you know, I have a lot of subscriptions under my fucking belt. I have like my Japanese number that I have to pay for every month. I still have I subscribe to Ayasa Ito's Instagram Premium, the membership for the Instagram for Ayasa Ito. Yeah, cause I like her as a seiyuu, so yeah, you know. And then I also now I'm supporting this the Equal Love, and you know, now I have more money to pay every month. Ooh, crazy. I'm sorry, but yeah, I think I'll be supporting Equal Love throughout, hopefully. And yeah, you know, that's more of the music I've gotten into. Well, Quadeca's new album, Vanisher Horizon Scraper. I've been a fan for Quadeca for a very long time, and just let you know that he follows me on Instagram, which is pretty crazy because I was there since the start of his career. And I remember there was this one time where he said that those who buy Voice, like his very first album called Voice Memos, those who buy his Voice Memos album will get a follow back. And so I did show proof, and he followed me back, which is very solid thing, honestly. I love Quadeca and I love his music, and the music that he releases does not disappoint. It really does not disappoint. Like same for Vanisher. I think Vanisher is such a fantastic album, honestly. And the few recent songs that he did with Kevin Abstract on the album called Blush, Abandon Me has to be one of the best songs I've heard in my life, and it's sung wholly by Quadeca, which is fantastic. I love it. I love Quadeca. Quadeca is such a nice person. I hope I get to meet him one day. I really do. He has such a great music catalog. Like everybody loves his catalog. Like I love when he does this like alternative music now, but I also love it when he does rap because it sounds really good. And you know, I'm always going to be a fan of Quadeca for sure. And yeah, I think that's most of the music I listen to. Like the new music, I guess there's more music definitely, but you know, I don't want to get too much into it. Also, the music is all the same. I listen to pop, rap, J-pop, K-pop, that kind of thing. Oh, speaking of K-pop, Blackpink's Jump. I think it's a pretty decent song, to be honest. I think it's a song that I listen to quite a lot these days. I think it really is good for like action movies kind of style, kind of thing. Like including in an action fic that I write. Like if I were to do that, like if I were to write an action fic, definitely that song would be included. Like maybe if I write like Soldier Game 3, I'll probably put that in. But you know, but Jump is a pretty good song. I don't listen to Blackpink usually, but Jump is a pretty good song. Alright, let's get into the merchandise I bought. Wow, there's a lot of stuff I bought since like the Japan merch thing. You think the Japan merch was not enough, right? I bought more, man. So gee, where did I put my other stuff? I kind of forgot, but okay, never mind. So here's what I recently bought, right? I bought the Hololive wedding Kuji. I bought the marine figure, the whole show marine figure from someone. And boy, that was expensive, but that shit is big as shit. That is a very big figure. A very, very big figure. So I think it's worth the price. It's a very big figure, honestly. And I don't know where to put it in my cupboard, honestly. So it's just going into my storage. And recently, I've gotten back into like Animal Kaiser. Yeah, the Animal Kaiser Plus machines are like in arcades now, right? So, of course, there's no like ultra rare cards yet at all at this moment for the AK Plus. But I bought 2 ultra rare cards from the old Animal Kaiser. Very, very old Animal Kaiser. So it was Scotch and Master Leo. I've been wanting to own Scotch card for a very long time because I thought it was a very cool card, and it's a very rare card, to be honest. I have not seen this card at all, like anywhere. So it's like, it's very rare for someone to sell a Scotch card. And you know, I know some people are overselling it. There's this one person in TikTok selling this Scotch card for $150. Like, bro, damn. But yeah, I bought Scotch and Master Leo for $100, and I think it's pretty good. I love the Scotch card, and I finally got a collection. Like, it's a collection card, so I can't use it in the new machines now, but at least it's a card that is like collectibles. Because I've never found this Scotch card at all in my life. I have not seen it at all. I've seen other people own it, that's for sure, like internet, but I've never really felt the touch of it before. Like, I've never seen in my face like someone own it. So now that I own it, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, it is pretty good, and I like it. And then My Girl Volume 43 magazine that contains my favorite seiyuu, Kanon Takao. Sorry. Anyways, here's why I bought 3 magazines. The first magazine was for a bromide of Kanon Takao. So it's the same. No, it's not the same. The second one I bought was because I was able to get a Kanon Takao A2 poster, which is also pretty good, right? And the third one, I bought it because of a bromide and a special chance for Kanon to sign the magazine, right? It's a chance, by the way, it's a lottery. Only 150 people who bought the thing will have the opportunity to get signed by Kanon Takao, by Kanon-chan, basically. So I tried. I did try it, and I didn't win. At first I was like, wow, yeah, my luck is just not that great, I guess, you know. And then I went onto Twitter, and the first thing I saw was someone else from the Japanese community winning the sign, and then they were so happy about it, and I was like, damn, must be nice. And then I went to this profile of this guy. This guy, I don't know, I cannot remember his Twitter username, but I know he is a big simp for Kanon. Big simp. Horrendously big simp. He comments on like almost every single post that Kanon-chan tweets off. And his comment usually gets the most likes, if I'm not wrong. Like, I'm sure you've seen him before. He is the guy with the yellow background and the slime in his icon. I think that's what it is anyway. I cannot remember, but I'm sure you've seen him. Like, I'm definitely sure you saw him. This man also won the signed magazine. Bro, you don't know how salty I was, man. I was so fucking salty, bro. Because like, bro, the biggest simp won. I don't know whether he is actually the biggest simp, but I know he is the biggest like fan in Twitter at the very least. And the fact that he won is crazy, man. And then I got even more salty because well, I just like the reality just started kicking in and tell me, yeah, I'm unlucky. I'm shit in luck. I'm fucked ass, man. I'm like I can't get anything, man. It's really sad. I thought I would get it. My name's pretty cool, man. I mean, that's not the point, right? But the point is, my luck is pretty bad, right? And of course, I think people are going to tell me that, you know, why can you say your luck is fucking bad when, you know, you got the front seats to the Pop People concert, you get to see all the seiyus, and you know, you get to get the stuff that they're thrown in concerts usually. Like you know, they're talking about the star that I got and the what's that called, the fanfare things that I got. But honestly, and then they were also gonna be like, oh, but I got Rincharo and Hida Pio signature before, right? But I do want some things, you know, and you know, I really wanted this Kanon signature because she's my favorite seiyuu, right? So definitely I really wanted to get it. I mean, she kind of overthrown Sumipei as the favorite. Kanon is not my favorite, so like I really wanted the signature, honestly, and like, you know, it is demotivating. I know it's based on luck. It's never biasness. Like, it really, the big sim guy, he's really lucky that he got the signature. He's really lucky, and I didn't get it, which is really unlucky, because Japan is all about lottery, man. It's all about the luck. So it's like, you know, I feel so depressed for like that whole week because I didn't get the signature, and I was so sad. I was so depressed. You know, it's just like, man, the luck is so ass, right? And it's just like, man, I feel sad, right? I mean, it's normal. When you don't get the things you want, you're kind of like depressed, especially when it's like luck related. And like someone else got it, you know. Wow, there's someone ringing the phone, my home phone, but we're gonna ignore that for now. Anyways, hold up. Actually, you know what? Let me scoot out for a while. Okay, so the phone just stopped ringing for some reason, but whatever. Let's just continue with the with the things right here. So the next topic that I want to talk about is or maybe the last one that I want to talk about is the recent Canon Hina event that just happened. There was a birthday party event that happened like quite recently. If like, I think September 15th, they had this birthday party thing, and you know, how do I say this, like everybody was there. Okay, well, anyway, there was this Canon Hina event where, you know, two seiyus that had like almost the same birthday, they oh my god, how do I say this? They meet up, like, you know, they hold this birthday party for their fans, right? And honestly, I think it's a pretty smart, pretty neat idea actually. Not too bad, right? And they sell merch too. Like in Japan, it's a very normal thing, I think, to have like these seiyu events kind of thing, like fan support event, birthday event, that kind of thing, and sell merching. Sell merching. They're selling merch there also. It's kind of normal. So of course, by the name, you could have guessed out that it is Canon Takao, and the Canon Takao is in this event, right? Because it's Canon, and her birthday is like 10 September. And then this other person is called Sakura Hina-san. Her birthday is September 17. So they have both quite close, like close birthdays, and they are both good friends. So they both decided like, oh, we want this event, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, so that's how this event came in, and the photos that they took for this, for like leading up to the event, they're pretty nice. They're pretty good, honestly, and they have merch, which I wanted to buy, but it's not online as of now. Now it's only on the site, on-site buying. So you only can buy it when you're at the venue. You can't buy it like now. Or you can't buy it online, basically, which is what I wanted to do, because I wanted to buy some Canon-chan merch, you know, and I can't. So I mean, sure, right? So honestly, and then after that, I also tried. Sorry. So at the event, you know, it's normal for a Japanese event to have like a lot of people, like especially if they are like fans of these seiyus. There will definitely be a lot of fans to go and buy their merch, right? Definitely. So, I saw this one tweet that said the queuing is abysmal and horrible as hell, and I mean that's very, like, I think that's very normal, honestly. Like, that is absolutely normal for an event like that, because, you know, like, it's a lot of people, and like a lot of people want to buy the merch, right? So I mean, it's definitely there, but from what I've heard, there is some problems with the merch problems and the lottery problems at the same time. So I'm gonna read a tweet out from this guy called Shin A Letter. I don't know whether like I don't know whether this is everyone's thoughts. Those who were at the event, you could I don't know whether you felt this way, but I saw this one guy's post and I was like so into this. Like from what I've heard, right, in Twitter, a lot of people were posting that the merch was like getting out of hand. There was a lot of people, the management of the merch there wasn't really good at all. And I've heard a lot of it, like on the day itself. I've heard a lot of these tweets, I've seen a lot of these tweets, and like it's rare because I usually don't see this kind of tweets at all. Like when there's an event, at most there'll be like maybe 3 or 4 people criticizing the event's layout and stuff. Like maybe those are really just like the people who have really high standards and that kind of stuff. So it's like it's normal, not everything is gotta be perfect, right? But this specific event has a lot of like merch problems. A lot of merch problems. So this is one of the biggest one this is the one that caught my eye basically. So this is what the guy said in translation, by the way. So this guy said, when I won a random bromide which was signed in a lottery that was open to those who spend 4,000 yen, which is about $40, take or give, about maybe 30 to 35 USD, about there. I cannot remember what it is, but it's somewhere around there, I think. On the birthday event, which is the event, the staff member checked the bromide I had, put it back, and handed me one that he had taken from another pile, which was not signed. I assume it was not signed though. So I was so taken aback by his suspicious behavior that I didn't call out to him, but the bromide was immediately mixed into another pile after he had left it. My younger brother, who was the next customer, pointed it out, but he just laughed bitterly and left it at that. I hate to say this, but it makes me feel really bad. First of all, a lottery that costs 4,000 yen. That alone itself is fucking expensive, man. That is expensive, bro. Holy shit. Like, damn. But I mean, I know what fans will do for their Seiyu, so I can relate, I guess. But the most busted thing is that the staff member decided that this guy, when he saw this guy won the randomly signed bromide, bro, just take it and put it back, and I gave him another one that I assume is not signed. That is some fucked up shit, man. Like, I won the sign, bro. If that was me, I would have taken it, because I would have taken the signed one and not give it back, because like, what the fuck? I won that shit. That was my luck, bro. You put it there, that is your issue. That's not my issue. That's the management issue, right? Like, that's not my issue. So why would you take that and put it back and give me another one? Like, another one that's not even signed. That's crazy. Like, you could chalk this down to management issues, but then that's not the customer's problem. That is your problem, right? That is no longer the customer's problem anymore. And the management just decides, okay, we're taking it back and then giving you another one that's not signed. Wow. Fantastic. Like, come on, man. That is a busted move if I've ever heard of one. That is so bad. This is even worse than me not getting the signature magazine. It's like I got the signature magazine and then they came over to my house and said, okay, give it back to me, because we're not supposed to give it to you. We're supposed to give you the normal one. Like, it felt like that, At least when I didn't get the signature, I already know that my luck is just bad and I didn't get it. This fella won the sign, and then he was asked to put it back and get another one that was not signed. Bro, I would have been so mad. I would have been so fucking pissed. This guy even felt bad that he felt bad. Like, he didn't want to say that he felt bad, but he had to, like, express his opinion. He felt bad that he thought that this was a shit thing. Do you know how nice this man is? If this was like, I know maybe sometimes, you know, people say this like, you know, to get attention and that kind of stuff, but I doubt this guy will really lie. So, but I still take everything with a grain of salt. And if this guy feels bad that he has to feel bad about this event for not getting the sign, bro, this guy is so nice. Bro, I would have just raged, bro. I would have just fucking like, what the fuck is this, man? What the fuck, man? Bro, like, come on, man. That is so shit. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, if he won the sign, he should get the sign. Okay? Like, that is such a scummy move, honestly. That is so scummy. And then the management or some random fella, I don't know, like some people in the management thought, oh, it's a good idea to put like how much in a lottery website. Who was that fella who thought that it was good to put that in a freaking lottery website? Who? I want to know. I need to know. Who is this fella? Okay, so basically, after the event, they put Kanon's merch and Hina's merch into this website called rafflekuji.jp. And so, this lottery is a lot of prizes. It goes from A to G if I'm not wrong. And then the first prize is obviously a sign, wall scroll or poster. I cannot remember which one, but it was a sign, wall scroll or poster, like for each of them. Like there's a Kanon one and there's a Hina one, right? So the prize A is obviously the biggest one with sign and stuff. And then after that, there is a lot of like other ridiculous stuff that I want to tell you about. So the prizes are not too bad, honestly. Yeah, it's a raw scroll, so it's my bad, it's a raw scroll. So A is a wall scroll that is signed, B is a normal raw scroll, C is a Polaroid that is signed, D is acrylic keychain, E is badge, F is a poster, I think. Wait, what is this? Let me see. Hold on. I got a F, I think. A poster, and then this should be the last prize should be a Polaroid. Yeah, it's like a Polaroid kind of thing. Alright, so that's not really what I was like mad about. Like Kuji, like this has Kuji inside, so it's like Ichiban Kuji but for seiyus, right? And I hate it that they put in this kind of thing, but whatever. Maybe it's normal Japanese tradition, I don't know. But this is what I don't like about it, right? You get some benefits for buying in a purchase, buying bulk in a purchase, right? For buying 5 in a bulk purchase, you get a voice message from Kanon or Hina, depending. And for 10, my god. For 10, you get a bromide with a digital message. For 30, 30, who's buying 30? 30 consecutive buys. So you have to buy 30 in one shot. By the way, this is not like you buy one and then you buy another one, then you buy another one. That's not consecutive in their eyes. Their consecutive is buying 30 in one single shot. And buying 30 will give you the C prize. So you know C prize, there are like 3 of them. There are like 3 different like Polaroids, all with signatures. So by buying 30 of them, you get everything, like the signatures too. There. All the set, the whole set basically. But what the fuck, man? Who's buying 30? I want to know who's fucking buying 30. And by the way, you know, I see one person buy 30. And I don't know who's that mad lad, but I guess good for you, right? You have a lot of money to spend. Because I won't spend 30 on that. I definitely won't spend 30 on that. Like, Each pool is 770 yen. Don't forget that they also charge you 660 yen for each delivery. So it's like for the first time and every 10 times after. So for each 10 you have to pay an extra 660. So let's count that out. 1, 2, 3. You have to pay 25,080 yen for 30 pools. Yeah, you know what? I'm very speechless. Like, I am a big fan of Kannon Takao, but I wouldn't spend 30 for this. 100%. Like, the max I would spend is like 5 or 10. Because maybe I'm broke. That's why I'll spend that little. But I wouldn't spend that much, especially when there's like extra fees on it. And I think this lottery is not really a great thing to promote. I guess it's not really a nice thing, honestly. It's not great. I don't like it. I mean, I follow the account. It's just because I want to see if there's like any like winning opportunities, like retweet and win, that kind of thing. But it's not really that good, honestly. I don't like that. I really hated that. It's quite bad. I really don't understand this like lottery thing. It's not that great. God bless. It's not that great, really. I know some people are gonna spend, and I know from Twitter also. There's like not a lot of people, but there's like some people who I've like scrolled through by like some random algorithm. I've seen some people say like, 30 pools is also 30 pools is also a bit too much, right? It's really a bit too much. It's like they're also wondering who's gonna really do the 30 pools. Like who is? Because come on, like this sounds very greedy, right? It really sounds very greedy. Shit, man. It's like, damn. Like, I love Canon, and I'm sure a lot of people do, but they're not gonna spend 30 fucking pools on a lottery, right? They're not. So it's like, this is a worst way to get money from. Like, it doesn't really benefit the fans. It more or less benefits the person who's actually hosting this, the company who's hosting this, which is Raffle, and the management team, which is, I don't know, man. I really cannot get behind this, man. Like, I would at most buy 5 to get the voice, but that is if I think it's worth it. Like, I mean, I would try, honestly, but it's really see how. I got until the end of October to think about it, but really, I really think this is not that worth, honestly. Like, it really isn't worth. Like, yeah, don't. I mean, if you really like her, I wouldn't stop you to do it, but my suggestion is not really, don't really do a lot of this into it. Like, I know you can get a signature war scroll from it, but what are the chances, man? Okay, to be fair though, you can buy out the whole thing, right? You just have to continue buying the tickets, and then you manage to buy out the whole thing, because there's only a limited amount of prices like in each of it. Oh wait, that's not. Is there? I don't know, man. I actually don't know, but never mind. Thing is, I wouldn't really suggest on it unless you can buy out the whole thing, which if you want to, I mean, I don't really care. You can buy out the whole thing, sure, but yeah, it's not really great, honestly. It's not really great, and I feel that if I were to spend my money on this, it's also gonna be a bit wasted, but whatever, I'll think about it, but yeah, this is not really a good way. I'd rather spend my money on the merch that's coming out, because the event, the Canon Hina event is gonna come out with online store. That's what they said, at least. So I'm looking forward to that. If I can buy the merch from there, then I would definitely buy the merch from that rather than buying the lottery one, which is not great. Alright, and with that, we have come to the end of this episode. It's been fun just rambling and talking about stuff that relates in real life, that kind of thing. And before I end this podcast, there's one last thing that I actually thought about. Guests. As I said that I don't really seek out new guests these days, because I'm just like scared that they will reject it, that kind of thing. And I was thinking of inviting back like old guests to come back and speak as another one, like speak as a guest again, right? But I had this idea in my mind for like so long, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I do want to invite like higher like content creators as I move on with this podcast. I do love podcasting. I do love Birb's Nest too, and I want to seek like at least one content creator in this whole podcast, right? One that's relatively well known at the very least. So, I gave myself a goal. If I get 1,000 followers on Twitter, which is completely impossible, probably impossible, right? I will seek out a content creator to be a guest, and I don't care what their answer is. Can be yes, can be no. At least I tried to seek it out, right? Because right now I feel that even if I really try to seek out, I don't have any credentials, right? I only have like 140 followers on Twitter. My videos aren't that great famous. Like they aren't like the top of the charts at all. And then, my writing isn't that well known either. So it's like, if you want to like ask a guest to be a guest, like it has to be some kind of like standards, right? Like I have to have some kind of standards if I want to find a good content creator. They're gonna look at me like, wow, this guy has like very low everything. Like he has low stats, low this and that. Like you won't find that guy like trustable and stuff. Based on the stats alone, which I can get by, which is why I want to have more credibility before I seek a content creator out. But of course, if any content creator wants to get on this podcast, I would say definitely, I would consider it, but most likely it will be a yes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and so hopefully I get to seek. I want to seek out more people as like guests, not just content creators, like my friends also, and stuff. But I don't know whether they'll be interested to join. But I'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's. Oh my god, yeah, that's all for the podcast. So thank you for listening to Birb's Nest. And thank you for listening to me ramble about this whole podcast as usual. Yeah. And once again, thank you. I had to keep repeating this, but once again, thank you. And have a good day or night.